All right. Welcome back to the Malapert Smark podcast. We're going to do some classic wrestling today, man. We got Robert, the Frozen Asian. Hello, Robert. And Vlad, the wrestling expert. We're doing his favorite segment today, the classic WCW stuff, all right? We're on the road to Halloween Havoc. It's Hollywood Hogan and the Macho Man feuding, and we're at the go-home show. So this is one show before Halloween Havoc, one last Nitro. If you need to get caught up on all our parts of this series, the link to the playlist is in the description. Right after Hogan turned heel, that's where we started this. So it's been hot, but the NWO have been dominating, and the Macho Man is standing up to them. So they're trying to get at him through Miss Elizabeth. It's just a lot of drama. It's a lot of drama. But let's get to it, guys. You ready? One more Nitro here?
Oh, yes, I'm ready.
All right. WCW Nitro October 21st, 1996. All right, let me skip forward into the show a little bit just to see what's up. We got Chris Jericho versus, what's that guy's name from the Midnight Express? Bobby Eaton.
Okay.
Bobby Eaton.
There's the NWO right there.
Yeah, in the NWO, there's an NWO president's presence in the audience just to show that they're there during this match.
Or Syxx, I guess.
Syxx and NWO Sting are there. But Jericho is going to have this match against Bobby Eaton. He's going to win, and he's going to cut a promo afterwards because he's going to be facing Syxx at Halloween Havoc, just so you know. But I'm not going to watch his promo. I'm going to skip forward into this. We want to watch some other NWO business. This is NWO business, but at least I'm just mentioning it. But later on in the show, we got some Nick Patrick stuff, all right? Because Nick Patrick has been hurt ever since the Macho Man strangled him. And this is DDP is in a match with, what's this guy's name, Vlad? You remember this guy?
Sergeant something, Pitbull, I can't remember.
Sergeant Pittman.
Not Pitbull.
Yes. All right, well, we got to keep an eye on Nick Patrick has had issues making the count. Oh, okay, so here Teddy Long is distracting him, though, and DDP is going to tap out here, but he's not going to see it, and now he sees that his leg is on the ropes. So the match should be over. With DDP with the diamond cutter, and that's going to be the match. DDP is going to get the win, and Teddy Long is going to come into the ring and have another argument just like he did last week.
No, Teddy Long only has himself to blame this time. He distracted him.
Yeah, I agree. But let's watch it nonetheless, because this is fucking entertaining stuff.
Your winner is Diamond Dallas Page, who a few seconds ago gave up.
Nick Patrick's not looking too good.
Self-high five!
Self-high five.
Here's a man with time on it. Call it the luck of the draw, whatever, but referee Nick Patrick was full out of position. A lot of controversy surrounding Patrick.
There you go again. You got one of my wrestlers mad at me, thinking that I was the reason he lost the match. It's your fault again. Right in the way.
What if you learn to take responsibility for your own problem? You created that problem, and you're the reason he lost that match.
Hey, you know what?
You can hear it right there. Nick Patrick told Teddy Long, you're the reason the problem existed. Teddy Long popped up on the apron.
You know, even Zabisco's got Nick Patrick's back there, but Tony Schiavone is there. He's got to interview him.
Sure how you can perform. Do you realize that Diamond Dallas gave up just a few seconds ago? Do you realize that?
I didn't hear him give up. I turned around, I saw the man had made it to the ropes. Now, if Teddy Long would have stayed in his corner, perhaps I could have paid a little bit more of attention to what was going on, but he insists on jumping up and down the apron and running around ringside.
He's kind of got a point here.
Yeah.
It is very obvious to me and to the
I agree with him.
that you are the man behind the mask. You are the NWO referee.
I am not the NWO referee. I'm in twice the shape that man is. That has to be Randy Anderson, and I don't like your accusations. You know what happened to the last announcer that come out here and started hurling accusations at me?
He made Mean Gene disappear, so if they keep accusing him of being that masked NWO referee, man, with no evidence.
Next, Tony Schiavone is going to disappear from the broadcast booth.
Yeah, so there was another NWO Saturday Night match with a masked NWO referee,
Sure.
in charge of that one. So they're heavily suspecting that it's Nick Patrick. They keep saying it, but he's denying it. So in the court of law, there's no proof. But
No, yeah, you're right about that.
I'm gonna skip this Jeff Jarrett stuff. He's gonna have a.
That must break your heart. That must break your heart.
I mean, I will mention that he kind of builds a little bit of an alliance here with Ric Flair, who's out injured because the NWO whooped his ass the other week and stole his U.S. title belt. So Jeff Jarrett is taking his spot against the Giant at the pay-per-view, and they're going to have like a little strut battle, you know? So they kind of form like a little bit of a friendship here. I think it's going to lead somewhere. I don't really remember. But I'll just mention it on the show just in case. Yeah, after the match, after Jeff Jarrett's win against Ron Studd, they cut a promo together, you know, saying they're going to take on the NWO together. But not going to play it. It's a Ric Flair promo that I'm going to skip flat. Look at Roadblock. You know this guy? Look how big he is.
6'5".
You know him?
Never seen him.
Look, the only reason I want to mention him is because he's fighting Lex Luger, and Lex Luger's going to torture rack him, dude.
Oh yeah, well, that's pretty impressive.
Oh, wow, really?
You get this huge guy up is pretty impressive. Oh my God, Luger is just ridiculous.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah,
That is insane. Okay.
to lift a guy like that big onto your shoulders is insane. That's just insane.
Well, moving on. Harlem Heat against, I forgot who they're fighting. The Fantastics, I think.
No, that's the. Come on, can't get it right. It's,
Oh,
these are
who's
the
that?
American.
Oh, the American Males. I'm sorry. The Fantastics come in later.
This is Buff Bagwell, Scotty Riggs. Come on.
Yes, yes. NWO, Hall and Nash are there to kind of scope out the scene, you know, give them a little bit
Because
of...
Harlem, right there, right.
Yes, the Halloween Havoc title match is coming up with the Harlem Heat, so
Yeah.
that's just them kind of just keeping an eye on them, but nothing really happens. I do want to skip to this JL match with the NWO Sting,
Oh wow.
because something significant, slightly significant happens during this match. So he's going to win. The whole NWO is actually going to be there, by the way, for some reason, as camaraderie at ringside to watch the NWO Sting's match. And he's going to win. He's going to put JL, who's Jerry Lynn,
Jerry Lynn,
in the Scorpion Deathlock. And
oh yes.
This is. Wait a minute.
That's Sting.
It is, but
Wait till the bogus Sting sees him.
wait a minute.
Here we go.
Wait a minute. What's with NWO? They're just standing by watching this. Wait a minute. They're just.
so this is Sting's first appearance wearing all black with a white face paint. Not quite the Sting that we
Sting is wearing
know,
the color.
but he's starting to get there, I guess.
NWO not making
A little bit of black streak around the eyes, one line around the eyes, one black line, but mostly white face paint. Trench coat, though. The trench coat
It's
is
a sacrificial lamb. These guys
first appearance
making a move.
since he walked out on WCW. He's going to kick the NWO Sting's ass, and the rest of the NWO don't do anything. They're just around ringside watching.
This is not what we had in mind. I had people telling me a little while ago that he was really here. Now, wait a minute.
Uh-oh, watch this. Watch this.
Hold on. No, come on.
Warren, welcome to the real
No.
Stinger.
No.
He's with him. He is with him.
Well, they think he's with them because he's wearing black and white like them.
The NWO
That's true.
would like to give you a warm welcome too. We'd
Here's
like to
Ted
welcome you
DiBiase.
aboard. See, we could use a man like you.
No.
Whether you realize it or not, or whether WCW realizes it or not, the NWO is taking over. That is a fact. You understand?
He's not wearing NWO. He's not wearing
We
their
are here
colors.
to
He's not
say
wearing that NWO. Look at the
there's nothing
face.
anybody can do about it.
Look at his
You
eyes.
see, if you join us, it's not like going to work for any other company. No, once you join us, then you're like family.
You got something to say to Sting, big man?
Stinger, if I may quote my most favorite American poet, Jim Morrison, I think it's time you break on through to the other side.
Don't do it.
I got a couple of questions for Sting. You've been carrying the WCW banner for 9 years and doing a great job.
Yeah.
What do you got to show for it? We bring him out, a bogus imposter, and nobody knows about that better than us. Because we knew it would get to you. WCW tells you to stick it. We want you to know we're taking over, and with you, there's no stopping us. You jump NWO, you're NWO for life.
Stinger. Come on, Stinger.
He's done.
Come on.
They brought the devil out
He's
of
gonna
him.
talk.
Reach down.
That right there is your cheap imitation. You get what you pay for, don't you? The real Sting may or may not be in your price range. But the only thing that's for sure about Sting is nothing's for sure.
What does that mean?
Well,
What does it mean?
interesting segment. Major recruitment, major pitch by the NWO. They definitely want him. Vlad, you liken this to like the early Hollywood Hogan stuff where like they didn't really know what they were going to do exactly with it, but they're kind of figuring it out. They knew they wanted him to be dark and moody and broody.
Yeah, I think this seemed like a test run of what would eventually be his character. Oh, and also to say like, hey, he's not really with NWO, but he's not really against them. He's kind of just in the shadows or in the background kind of thing. You know, he didn't really say that much, but he didn't really join them, I guess is the biggest takeaway from this thing. But yeah, it was an important segment, I would say.
Robert, interesting to you or what?
Well, okay, so at first, when the real Sting was beating up the fake Sting and NWO is just standing there doing nothing, I was like, that didn't make sense to me. But then, when the pitch came, for him to join, I was like, okay, that's why. It makes sense now. But at first I was a little confused, like, why are they not doing anything?
Yeah. To the audio listeners also, when I was giggling, it was because they had a camera close-up of the NWO Sting just fucking laid out, like beat the fuck out of him in the corner. The real Sting left him laying over there. But yes, this starts a long storyline of the NWO trying to get Sting, but it's not going to happen. Interesting that he comes out with the white face paint, talks, because from what I remember, he didn't really talk when he had the white crow paint. So
Yeah,
I guess they didn't really
I remember too.
get that idea yet. But we'll see how that pans out. But the first appearance of Sting comes out of nowhere, huh? All right, then. Let's move along with the little bit of the show that we got left. See what's next. The Macho Man is here for the final segment. As
Dressed
the last
in
segment.
black
Yeah, he's not dressed to wrestle or
and his
anything. He's
usual
got
colorful colors.
his regular street clothes, which he's dressed really cool. He's got a hat,
Yeah, I
cool
think it's
coat.
a cool look.
Last week.
Hell yeah.
Sorry from the bottom of my heart. But I've got something I want you to see.
Oh God, he's got another video.
It tells the story. It paints the picture. And you'll know without...
Well, here's what it is. It's Hogan
Right now we're on the
at his
Three Ninjas,
movie
and
shoot
in just a little while,
for Three Ninjas, I guess.
Elizabeth's cameo.
And he's got Miss Elizabeth with him. He took him with her.
Make me believe. Talk to Randy. I said
He's
talk
trying to
to
force
Randy.
her to
Camera's
shoot,
going. Time is money.
another
Also
video or
make Randy
something,
believe
something
what
to.
I'm telling you.
Please stop. What is it going to take for you to stop?
I want to see her say, I love the Macho Man.
Make a believer out of me. This is going right to Randy. Lead the lamb to slaughter for me. Tell Randy you love him.
So he takes her into his dressing room too, his trailer and all that. I'm skipping some of it, skipping around. But yes, he's apparently using the Miss Elizabeth to fucking hurt the Macho Man's feelings, going straight for it. So I want to show you what the Macho Man says about all this once they cut back to him and Eric Bischoff in the arena.
Randy, I think it's real obvious.
Listen to this. This is the last 3 minutes of the show.
Whatever existed between you and him in the past, I don't know it all. I don't know all the details, but he's trying to push your buttons, Randy. And I think that tape proved it. She's a real man, no matter what he says. Randy, your thoughts? Randy, what's going through your mind?
What do you think is going through his mind, Vlad?
Quite obviously,
Honestly, I don't even want to know what's going through a man like
he obviously did not come here ready to wrestle tonight, but you can't blame him either.
Wait a minute.
Macho?
Oh, is something?
What's going through your mind, man? Come on.
I've never seen him like this.
Yeah, I've got something to say. Just occurred to me how fragile friendships and relationships can be. And you, Eric Bischoff, you and I both know how fragile business can be. Even marriage is fragile. But Hulk Hogan, life is fragile.
Wait a minute. Randy, you're not going there. Randy, you can't mean.
He means
Randy.
So that's what was going through the Macho Man's head.
Sure, man.
As he's pacing around.
Murder. He's got murder on his mind, man. Wow. Of course.
Oh my God! And that's the end. That's how the show goes off the air.
Well, that's a brilliant.
Oh my God.
That's a brilliant end to the show.
Yeah.
I will say.
Is that a brilliant? That was the go home. That was the last second before Halloween Havoc.
Well, yeah, it's the go home. It makes sense. That's the main event. Savage Hogan for the title. So, yeah, it was almost perfect. I would say just the fact that, it does kind of make sense that he would kind of say that, because I know it's like, you could say it's like a dramatic, life is fragile. He's going to kill, he's actually thinking about killing. But they have put him through a whole lot of shit. I'm not saying that he's actually going to kill Hulk Hogan or Hollywood Hogan, but I'm just saying, like, in general, they have put him through a lot of shit. And I can see why he has that type of mindset. If this was if this was real, right? Wouldn't the guy be thinking about doing some major damage to these people?
So yeah. Robert, what do you think about them using murder in an angle? Or at least the thought of it, I guess. I mean, Darby Allin just talked about dying on Dynamite,
that's different. That wasn't. It wasn't directed towards any of it. Yeah, it wasn't threatening. It makes sense based on what he's been put through.
Yeah. So you're with Vlad. You're with Vlad. Still, it's tough to go there though, man, because it's on a legal basis. It's right there. He's already. Well, he didn't actually threaten him. He just said life. He just said life is fragile.
So it's kind of like a read between the lines type of thing. So yeah.
Right.
Well, there you go. All right. So you guys have seen the whole feud leading up to the match at Halloween Havoc. Vlad was saying a couple weeks ago that he thought it was already ran its course, that they should have started the match already. But these last 2 weeks, I think, had something a little different. They didn't whoop his ass again like I thought they would.
No, they had last 2 weeks.
So I think that with the whole 6 weeks they had, it was a pretty I want to say it was pretty perfect build up to this match.
It was a very good build. It was a very good build. Yeah.
There you go. The next time we meet up, guys, whenever that may be, whenever we get a chance, we will watch this Macho Man Hulk Hogan match. All right, so try to stay away from the internet to stay away from spoilers, because I know a lot of people.
I'll try my best.
A show that happened 28 years ago. 28 years ago.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, just in case. All right. Well, that's going to be fun, though.
I'll try to avoid spoilers as best as I can.
We're looking forward to that. All right. If anyone is likes this classic wrestling stuff, you got to subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. Or if you just want to listen, you could add us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, stuff like that. But we appreciate anybody who's given us their precious time. I know this time on this earth is very valuable and stuff, but what better way to spend it than watching wrestling from the 90s, man. All right, guys. Well, I've kept you long enough. Thank you guys for joining me and for making my show better. It wouldn't be the same without you.
All right, man.
Thanks for the invite.